And we're live. Hi guys. Welcome back for a extra Wednesday visit. I haven't been live for about 10 days or so, so I just feel compelled to come and post. It's going to be epic, guys. Some of the stuff in this post is going to be the most mind-blowing stuff you've seen on heard all week. I can guarantee it. So do buckle in, and you're lucky if you're here for this extra surprise Wednesday. I'm trying to abbreviate Wednesday into flatter day. It doesn't really work. Flat Wednesday. There you go. So good to see you all, guys. I've seen Joe in chat and all of the guys. Tony's there, Vibes is there, Hugh's there, dropping them joke bombs like a ledge. Fucking love it. Man goes to the doctor with a strawberry growing out of his head. Doc says, I'll give you green for that. Oh, Hugh, you mash me up. Helen's in the house. Good to see you too. Let me just check my comms in order. So, awesome, Dawson. Okay, this is what we're going to talk about. Canada, me. Hiya, good to see you. 66 of you lucky peeps in the house. Make sure to share this out. Get some peeps over. It doesn't really matter because this is going to be epic just for this little gang. Okay, so Tartary missing without a trace. So I think it's fair to establish, we've established now over the last, say, 5-6 years that Tartaria was a thing, but there's only residue of its existence because the nature of reset is the complete eradication of what went before and the replacement of inheritors. Now, I feel that is being repeated. And I think to myself, all sorts of thoughts concerning this is, oh, do I, curl up in a ball and die? Do I just take this? Do I just say, oh, okay, then that's fine? Or what exactly do I do is what I'm personally thinking. So I have ideas and I have a plan, and it's going to be positive and with love. Okay, we're gonna sideswipe them. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be very epic. But in this post, I'm going to show you something, guys, that was sent to me a few years ago. I've shown a few close friends this, but I've never gone public with it. And when I show you, you're going to be mind blown. It is mind blowing. So be here for that. And I've made you a special video. I'm going to show you guys how much beauty there is in the world. I got films for you, which are just like literally a roller coaster ride like you wouldn't believe, and aesthetic and musical beauty later on for your complete enjoyment, and hopefully move you in some way. Hopefully not a bowel movement. Hopefully you will feel enriched by watching Flat Earth British tonight. So it's good to see you all, guys. God, it's gone nuts, hasn't it? Yeah, my God, you don't even want to know. I'm guessing you can guess what I'm saying and what I'm thinking, but wow. But it's not like we got caught out of left field or anything. I knew this shit was coming down. I've been talking about it for a fucking decade. Just coming up to a decade after Christmas of 10 years of YouTube. Yeah. And oh my shit, I've been reflecting on it all. I can't even remember all the stuff I've done. I've traveled so much. I've met thousands of people, all the conventions, the books, the thousands of posts, and everything else, the meetups, all of the amazing things that we have done or I've done in this quest for truth. I never expected to do any of it, really. I didn't really know all the epicness that would come when I started talking about actually flat Earth. Good news, though. Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds is like, I think he's Wrexham's owner or something. He'd done an Elton John and bought himself a football team, didn't he? And Wrexham's in Wales, so I'm wondering if he lives here. And going on like Deadpool, the last Deadpool, they got a Welsh pool in there. He says to a person in that movie, he calls him a round earth believer because like Deadpool's flat. So I'm wondering if that just wrote that into the script Hollywood, or that he wrote it in because he's pretty weird and different. So I wonder if he's watching Flat Earth British. Just wondering. You know, we're not going to see automatic Hollywood equals tosser, because we don't do that here. We're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, we could do with a billionaire on our side, actually, especially in these times. Okay, we're going to look at some unbelievable stuff, and this stuff had to come from the previous world that I'm talking about. Why? Because they just really can't replicate this stuff, and we're going to talk about Flemish art and Flemish cartography. Now, I've long since thought that the clues were held in allegory and was passed around amongst the Flemish schools of art, because all of them have put code in, and they're just mind-blowing masterpieces, masterworks. The elites love this shit. And the maps that I discovered back in 2016, something like that, I wrote all the codes down for lead van der Haar atlases from early 1700, 1733 onwards. And they're engravings or etchings, if you like, and they showed the real history, not the one that they tell us about in the bullshit history books. So they have done it before. They have done it before. What did the people of Tartaria? They were mopping it up in World War II, even in recent days. They're still doing it now, really. As long as it's not in the history books and it's just on the odd old fucking map, they're not really that worried, you know, because people, you know, don't really question. And talking about people not really questioning, I have got faith that all will be well, guys. I really have. But on a personal level, there's things that I'm just not going to do anymore. And does it break my heart? Not really, because I've done it all. But I feel for the people who are just growing up into this realm, you know, the young people. They're never going to have the freedom that I had, and the people from the 70s and the 80s and even the 90s had. They're never going to know what it is to have a smoke in a festival, pogo, and jump around all night with not a care in the world. No Babylon security, facial recognition, and all of that shit all over you, because that's what you got now. You know, there's concerts coming to Cardiff, bands that I really wanted to see, you know, Left Field, total Left Field, and Orbital, two of my favourite techno bands. Well, they're playing, but I couldn't go. I couldn't go because it's all them, isn't it? I go for a walk around town. It's all them, and it is them. I mean, this new thing that is being rolled out worldwide, all of it, this new, I don't want to use the word communism. People use cultural Marxism and all sorts of things. Whatever it is, I don't fucking like it. And I'm sure you guys don't too. Not allowed to say anything, not allowed to utterances, you know, and all of these vague threats of what is going to happen to us if we think for ourselves or we try and stand up for our human rights. That's where we're at. Shut the fuck up, you lot. Useless eaters, yeah? When the power is actually with the people. But what they did is because of the mind control, the MK Ultra and everything else, and the weaponized fucking YouTube, the sort of sways human opinion and the media to boot, they've managed to get everyone on the same song sheet and believing the same fucking nonsense. You asked, you know, I do street activism, guys, you know, and I learned, you know, in last year that we got a big, you know, unless they get a big shaker, we got an uphill battle here because, you know, they just won't fucking listen. They just will not listen. They will fight to protect that. It's just a special kind of Stockholm syndrome. But I do have faith that something will happen and more people will see. I can see Hollywood gearing towards talking about flat earth openly, other subjects that we talk about openly, in like The Boys. So all of these sort of things that appeal to fucking them, they're drip feeding it into that, the consciousness. So I dig that bits of truth are coming up, but they're always, you know, they always try to control the narrative, don't they? You know, the free thinking people the analytic thinking people that think for themselves is not really a popular thing in this day and age. Fashion of expression. I notice nobody's fucking fashionable anymore. Everyone's just fucking black and white cars, silver, grey. What happened to the fucking wicked coloured American cars we used to have, and all of the wicked trippy clothes that we used to have? Everything just went mono fucking chrome with this new whatever it is. I'm not even going to use communism words. I'm not going to use a regime word, because or a Big Brother analogy, although at the moment is very much like Viva Vendetta, guys. You know, but what you see, that faces on them screens in Viva Vendetta film, you know, the Jesuits' greatest import. It's just like that, but worse, because there's nowhere to run. It's every country. There's one or two that speak outside of it, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And they're all doing the same things. It's weird things like, when did they literally make the decision for everyone in, fuck me, it's not one, but they got these bottle caps that stick. And everywhere in the world, notice they were in Portugal and everyone. So what? They just have one decision for every bottle cap to be now fixed in every bottle in the entire world. Who makes that fucking decision? Who makes the decisions for the whole fucking world? Who? Who the fuck are they? And now they're saying like, oh, you can't have a whiff. You can't have a whiff. There'll be mass insanity. I've been around for a while, guys, and I've not really seen streets full of tents when I was, you know, in the 80s, and I was unthinkable. You see one or two homeless people, you used to give them some money and that, but not like now. Now it's lined up every single fucking doorway. And that is like where we're going. You know, you see, there's one computer game my son showed me, and it showed like, you know, it was an apocalyptic game, but it showed you the future of, you know, the world. And it looked exactly like the streets of today. And what they got these people wanting to do, you know, the vanity thing, the weird fucking clothes, the weird fucking music and everything else that goes weird with it. They're just exasperating now. It's just going to be, you know. So I'm personally, I can't do it, and I'm not going to be able to do it and take part of this new weird world that they're doing. So I'm just going to have to do me. I'm not really going to mind my own business. I will do videos and stuff, but I'm just going to have to do me, because that out there and all of that that's going on, I just can't fucking do it. I just can't do it. It was bad enough 4 fucking years ago. I dug that because, like, I'm a special kind of person, special kind of crazy. It didn't bother me one bit, but this is completely fucking different. This is like I said years ago, guys, invasion of the body snatchers. Literally, if you're not one of the, you know, the replacements, is what you fucking get. They're like that. What if it is that? Because there's no way in a million years this is not some sort of invasion or fucking takeover. What the fuck's happened, guys? All sovereignty of all nations just disappeared, and now they're one big fucking monster, one big fucking beast that hates people, just normal people like us and families. Hates them, despises them. And that's what we got. Do you know what they're doing in Britain? Yeah, they're getting rid of the heating allowance for the old ladies and cutting their pension, so they make sure that they don't survive the winter. That's what they're doing. It's just a special kind of insanity. I can't even believe that. Anyway, I had my little rant, but you know, I'm staying positive and I'm having faith for a good outcome here, guys, because I haven't been fucking battling in a spiritual war for 5 years just to fucking pack it all in and go, so, oh yeah, it's all over. They got it. They did it. It's happened. They won. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to have faith, and I'm going to keep on bringing, you know, spiritual message of faith and hope, because we always got hope. That's all that is left in Pandora's box. Thankfully, hope is left. And I never give up that, because doubts. That's what doubt is. You know, to me, but like I said, I'm not like everybody else. I've had a really hard life. And I've been made really tough because of it. But the way I see the world, not everyone's the same as me. I appreciate that. is the pussification of the nation. I mean, everyone's a fucking sissy, man. It's like, wee, wee. It's like call a fucking ambulance. It's just, where's the backbone? Man, oh man, fucking, you want to see the people here 20, 30 years ago, as little as that. The characters in the street you would see, you would laugh your fucking head off. There's hardly any characters left anymore. I'm like one of the last characters in the fucking city. Honestly, there's no characters anymore. No people, like individuals. They're all dressed the same. The families are all like Stepford fucking wives, aren't they? And God forbid anybody should fucking, you know, not do as they're told. They're a right bunch of old babos. Nobody wants to be naughty. Nobody wants to do anything wrong anymore. And remember, it's only wrong if you get caught. So 255 of you. Okay, well, there's some beauty in this. But first, buckle in. This is going to be a bit of weird for you. Even weirder for me because I'm actually included in this. And what it is, I'm going to show you first. I'll come back and give you all the shouts anyway. Newcastle 2 vibes. It's not too bad in Wales, you know, we got a different thing going on than the rest of, you know, England and stuff. We got our own thing, but I would like Wales to be an independent state. If any billionaires out there, it'd be brilliant if you could make Wales an independent state, and we'll sort it all out. I'll sort it out. Okay, just checking that out there. Hiya, Lady Rocks. Steve Richards, love you, my bro, too. Sail away. And Hippie Shake, are you lovely? And Show Me Sasquatch too. He's the hide and seek champion. Okay, 7-0. I'm going to start here with some Flemish art. No, there's no mistake that this is the best art you can get. You know, the Italian Renaissance, the School of Florence, other Italian schools, mind-blowing, okay. But like these artworks, you know, with the Rubens, the Van Eycks, are just, excuse me, just mind-blowing. And I'm going to show you a little bit of Flemish stuff, and I'm going to show you then something that is quite sinister, actually. Let me know what you think in comments. So I put this up on my community post this week, and it is a beautiful Veerman. I can't even say his name, Dutch. But what happened is there was a painting under a painting. He went over it and touched it up. He pimped it up along the way. Maybe they was like, you know, it's a bit bland, this painting. Have you got anything a bit better? And he took it back to the studio and he went over it. It's called Girl with a Letter. Now, one thing that is apparent to me in all of these beautiful paintings is the quality of clothing, the quality of appearance, the quality of textile compared to today. Because everything looks like it's been dragged through a hedge fucking backwards, doesn't it? I don't even know what's happened. Litter, smelly, grimy shit in the corner of the pavement, dog shit, urban fucking graffiti. God help me. I can't stand it. So artists also encoded their pictures with allegory, and they passed the clues to one another so that masters didn't find out the Jesuits, etc. And there is a clue with the lemon and the peeled lemon, and also the pear. The Jesuits encode the pear. And also, if you see rotten fruit, in the case of Caravaggio, obviously he's not Flemish, I appreciate that, but Caravaggio, he put rotten fruit in all of his pictures. It was a code to the person viewing the painting that his controllers were rotten to the core. And he gave all sorts of hints at this. So I'm not sure how they're doing it if it's not a photographic process. As I mentioned in my last post, you can't exactly paint light when it's shifting at a window. You know, the lights would be here 1 minute, next minute it would be over here, next minute it would be over here, then it would be dusk, and it'd be a completely different composition of light. How are they fixing the composition of light so it's just there, a moment in time? And we got 1663 for this. There, I bet that bread was absolutely gorgeous, and that bit of fish. Oh my God, we got fresh olives, olive oil. and some vino. But everything in silver pewter, because they knew the drinking out of silver was really healthy for you. They knew about colloidal silver. They knew about drinking out of silver. They knew about crystal. They were drinking out of crystal. We got all that today? Fuck no. It's Tupperware party for us. We got plastic, yo. Well, not really, but I'm just saying. There's an example of the quality, what they had. Now, obviously, I don't think everybody had this quality. So there is 1,001 allegorical tips in this painting. I couldn't tell you any of them really, actually, except for clues about the animals, the music, and the food. Is post-reset, I believe, where I think that, you know, the Phoenician paradigm, they set the water with the new paradigm charge, which we got today, which is nothing to do with who we really are, because we're magical superhuman beings. And they bring in, you know, after a mud flood reset, Noah's flood, etc., volcanoes, everything, there's not going to be nothing fucking growing except for the odd shrub and tumbleweed blown through, or whatever's left, not much. But what will be is all of this later. And it is all what they attribute to, like, the Roman thing. But it's Phoenicians. I think they had a seed bank. I think they had it probably underground, and they brought it all up with them. Look at this quality of glass. And again, with the lemon. When life gives you melons, you've got dyslexia. So pork pies. I had a bad pork pie once, and because it gave me such a bad time, I've never had another one. But I do believe they are delicious, but I wouldn't dare one in the modern era. I'm wondering, because everything is so sinister, I made a spaghetti bolognese earlier, and the beef has changed. It looks different, and you've got to chop it up and sort of like vacuum packed in a solid fucking lump, when it used to be all strands of minced meat. And it occurred to me, like, oh, fuck me, we could all be just munching on human, yeah? Like X% of human. We wouldn't even fucking know, would we? It's not like we analyze our food or anything. Not being horrible, guys, but they would definitely do the Soylent Green number on us. You ever seen the film Snowpiercer? Yeah, they're all eating fucking bugs, and, well, that's all it's about. So here's one of the witches with a familiar, the crow. But the crow can also be a god. You know, in the case of the eagle that we witness in some of the allegories, the eagle is also the god Jupiter, and also the god Zeus in some Greek narratives. I think the possibility of the animals being watchers for God is watching us through them is a big possibility. The way dogs look at us, man, they're just way superior to us on intelligence. And they got it all. Dogs got it all, man. Cats too. And they just know what this place is, and they look at us like we're fucking stupid, man. I think the animals are watchers for the Lord. And she's talking to that crow with a mind. That witch. Sexy witches. Yum, yum. I think this is Pandora's box. There, she's going to open it. Everything's going to fly out. We're going to encounter it in the modern day. And basically, I think this box is something to do with AI. And I think all of the weirdness is happening. It's got to be so. It's just written into the narratives, guys. You can't make head or tail of sense of what's going on at the moment. It is a clusterfuck. I can't even look at YouTube. I can't. It's all negative pussy, that plant. I can't do that, guys. I need to be positive. Me, life's hard enough, don't you think? But focusing on, I just dash it. If I invest in my life, wasting my fucking time away on all that negative shit, what a waste of a life that would be. I'm fucking doing that. No chance. I want to just enjoy the beauty that is here. I'm showing you some. And this is what the world was like before us. Beautiful people. Obviously slim, because they have no fast foods. I seen an advert earlier, and it just came up on a YouTube video, and there's a woman accusing another person of, oh, look at you eating healthy. Like if it was a fucking crime to eat healthy. So these Ruben the Younger pictures are amazing, man. They show you like these resets. You know, I've yet to establish why all Phoenicians in paintings are naked. They're all a bit weird and blobby and misshapen. They're not like, you know, fucking, I don't know, Rakan Welsh bodies or anything, are they? They're all just, but they are all blonde and gingers, all of the Phoenicians. And like this house here, what kind of house is this? It's massive, like that thing in the background, which is exactly like a Tartarian building. Except this is in the Renaissance period of 1500s. And all of these bits, okay, the clock, celestial clock, timepieces, beautiful carpets and textiles, and all of the instruments, okay, the instruments of ham, money, which they brought with them, the symphony, is all them, guys. All that music, all them. And do you know something else as well? Do you know all of the music has been repeated from these sonatas and these classical pieces? So what they do is they use it again, they chop it up, they put it back in, and then they play it back, and it's the same song. And the Beatles, the fucking Stones, any band or any musical person you can think of, David Bowie said it was true, it's all repeated music from these originals. There ain't even that many. There ain't even that many set pieces. All they are just different arrangements of certain pieces. And that's all they're doing. Because they haven't got that much. Look at this on a harpsichord. So that was the first thing they connected up to the organs after reset, was a harpsichord. And do you know what? I was in a theta state once. I sort of was in between consciousness and unconsciousness, or dying. I think I was dying at that time. And I heard from a distance what seemed like or sounded like harpsichord music calling me from afar. And I called them the overlords in my mind. I was like, the overlords are calling me. I was thinking I was dying, but it did wear off. I had pneumonia, which is why I heard that. Still, why that? And the intro to Wish You Were Here as well. I kept hearing that bit, which is trippy. But I did ask my cousin about it. He said it was a message. So I've been trying to evaluate what. Maybe the words of Wish You Were Here. So yeah, there they go again. She's playing a bit of music. He's like, oh, fuck me, that's crap. Because she's playing Wonderwall by Oasis shit. Everyone's going to hate Oasis. I think they should do a big live concert, free concert for people. Say sorry for being such capitalist wankers. Capitalism, like there's two ways to go now. It's capitalism or the people. Yeah, you're either in with that or you're fucking with us. And I know which side of history I'm dying on. I don't even give a fuck. I ain't being one of them. I ain't. I'm doing it. And if it gets as bad as, fucking, I don't even want to say it. It's just fucking nuts. It could be just all mind control and scare tactics like they usually do, but I've been out. Things have fucking changed, man. Something's clicked. The world over, I can feel it. Something weird's happened, guys. Can you sense it? No shit. And it's weirder than before. Whatever has happened, this invasion of the body snatchers. So are we to be replaced? Looks a bit like Donald Trump, don't he, with dark hair? He's having a bit of booze and he's having a nice smokage. All of this, except for government-approved alcohol, which kills shitloads of people every year. And, it's one of the most dangerous drugs next to sugar. And I can't even think how dangerous alcohol is. It killed my partner, guys. And they're just pushing that. But you can have a smoke, a sacred tobacco, which has been used since time immemorial for people for sacred purposes. It's a technology for our consciousness. It tweaks us. Booze is a poison. It kills us slowly. It's fucking disgusting. I don't mind a pint of Guinness, guys. Don't get me wrong. Stout, my mother used to drink a stout and she swore by it, and maybe the odd tot of brandy or something like that, but not drinking for a lifestyle. You got to give the body time to relax. So there he is, Howard. God's name was Howard, as you all know. It says in the Bible, Howard be thy name. Although it's in contention because on there it says Henry. So it's Henry or Howard. What is he pointing at? The guy in the red cape. So there's supposed to be 3 at the crucifixion. We got an extra person here. So it's supposed to be Joseph of Arimathea and the 2 Marys. We got a 4th person here. He's not supposed to be there. And the Last Supper. What kind of building was Jesus in for the Last Supper? Looks pretty shit hot. So the problem with this is it looks like at the top bit that this has been removed. If you can just make out a crucified Jesus. So how is this possible that there's a crucified Jesus on the wall when he's not to be crucified till tomorrow? Any ideas, guys? Anyway, it was taken off, wasn't it? So they're all holy. They all got these things on, these golden things on their head. So they're illuminated. So they found the vibration. That's the way we win. We find the sound. We find the vibration. We all light the fuck up. We'd be like bullets to bounce off us. But like I said, it'd be like fucking when Neon finds his full potential and stands up. He fights Smith with one hand. You could fight 1,000 Smiths. Wouldn't even matter. So this is a different version of the Last Supper, isn't it? Jesus is like, fucking hell, everyone's battered. They all look battered. They're eating a goat's head, so I don't think Jesus was a vegan or anything. So I got some orange, 33. Do you know, I was talking to a street sweeper. I should have filmed him yesterday or day before in town. And he knew everything about encoding. He was saying, oh, yeah, 33, isn't it? Orange. I was like, well, yeah, it's just a street sweeper. And he knew that. Fucking hell. Must have been watching Russian vids. They Live TV. So I don't actually know what's going on there. Oh, in this picture, this is an early... I thought it was a Dura, but it's an early picture. I'm just wondering about this lady here. She's got like feathers like an Indian in her hair. But this is from the 1500s, this one. Because you can see. And I think it is a Dura. So make sure to share this out. 379, you're welcome. Glad to see you here on a Wednesday. Stick around because in about 10 minutes time, we're going to have your head splattered. You're going to wonder what the fuck. But it'll all be okay, hopefully. Oh, wow. That is amazing how they capture the glow of the silk. It's hard to do that, but it's just so much beauty, and the elites, they do love this shit. I don't know if it's early porn for them or what have you, because it's always like women with their tits out and pert little fucking breasts, etc. It's like, hang on, is this like porn for the Vatican fucks? So they call this, right, this is a Flemish art, they call this the Laughing Cavalier. I swear to God, I think this is a photograph. Look at it, though, from 1600, right, the Laughing Cavalier. Why did they call it the Laughing Cavalier when he's not laughing at all? He's got a stupid grin because his moustache is tickling his eyes or something. And look at the clobber he got on for a cavalier. I prefer to be a roundhead any day than a cavalier. So this is actually an art piece. It's a rotten lemon, again, with the lemon code. I don't know exactly what it means. But somebody encrusted it with what looks like beads. So you look at it and think, well, that's fucking weird, which it is. It's really weird. The Parthenon in Rome, 1750s. And it's supposed to be €2,000 concrete roof. It's covered in green and algae and whatever this is, moss stuff. Well, I doubt moss in Italy, but plantage. And it's supposed to be €2,000. It's a red bricker. I think this thing was Tartarian. I really do. They tell you it was a pagan church. Well, everything was pagan before they got fucking hold of us. There he is, our Lord. Oh, my God, how he suffered. So who's this? There's 3 here. They got this right. Okay. Is that Mary? Because she looks a bit of a fella, doesn't she, this one? Unless she's just not much of a looker. So here's Mary Magdalene. She looks much more than Mary Magdalene. And I'm guessing this is Uncle Joe. And I think Uncle Joe is definitely his father, His Uncle Joe is a scrap man. He had a load of money, and Jesus was definitely an oligarch of some sort. To be the king of kings. Can you name me a skint king? Oh, yeah, the king of Uruguay, apart from him. No, they're absolutely loaded kings. And to be a king of kings, you must have been a super elite. Wow. Fucking hell. Well, anyway, she's probably a lovely soul, but her face is proper battered. Anyway. Mary in that picture looks unhappy. She's quiet. Quite so. Yeah, what a narrative for humanity based on the savior being a torture victim. Fuck off. I ain't doing none of it. I ain't doing none of it. It's like Hills of Ice. It fucking is. It's nuts. The whole world's gone like the Hills of Ice. So this is all the reset stuff. I find it fascinating that all of this, you know, the Phoenician statues, but in a painting is all separate paintings, and it's mostly of architecture of Rome. You see? And look at these marble columns all the way off to the distance, all of the, you know, the usual Phoenician, you know, this is Moses. I think this looks like the one that's actually in the Vatican. Actually, I think this is a Bernini. I think I've seen this one before. I think this is David throwing the sling. Huh. Well, anyway, there's a very Ovidian theme to it all. Some people doing arty stuff. And we got the guy in the middle who's boss. He's a boss because he's a knight of Malta, because he's got a big fuck off Maltese thing on him. And it's a big club, and they got all this stuff because of it. I think this is all reset survival stuff. Shows the previous worlds of Tartaria before. They eradicated and took it over. Queen Victoria and the fake imposter monarchies, all of them. But there are real bloodlines still here. And there's still Tartarian bloodlines still here. And it's all about the bloodlines, don't you know? Let me give you an example. Yoko fucking Ono. How can Yoko Ono be so famous? She's the most talentless, noisiest fucker I've ever had my misfortune to listen to. And a rat is for stupid people. Yet they push her like there's no tomorrow, because whoever she's related to, she's like the one who was married to Russell Brand, who likes to kiss girls. I kiss a girl because I like it over here. And I could name hundreds of others that are in the elite bloodline that haven't got any talent, but it doesn't matter, because hero come to save the day. Okay, so these are Lead van der Haar atlases, 1733. I've shown them loads of times, but they do show the real history, and they show Tartaria, and the narratives in them. Some of them are loosely based on the history, but not really. And look at this, and I find it fascinating because it says St. Trinity, the St. Trinity of Jerusalem in Moscow. Okay, they've named it after Moscow, and it's the Orthodox in Moscow. But loads of people have said that this is another location for Jerusalem, and Jerusalem was a state of mind, and it was in Edinburgh, and it was a saying of Oliver Cromwell: we want Jerusalem and we want it now, because it was a state of mind. I think it was more a, how can I say, look at this. Oh my God, all our Antiquity guys that went before us, all of them antennas. And that's St. Nicholas. And I'm not sure if these are giants or just out of perspective with the rest of the picture, but everyone's sort of bowing towards them, and they look jolly big, don't they? But Cossacks, apparently, I read the Cossacks originated in the Turkish area, which I'm not really sure about. The information is so sketchy. What's going on over there? I would say that there is unpleasantness happening over there. If it's anything to do with the Vatican and the church. So yeah, so these are second to none. These, and they like I say, they show you just the most unbelievable history. I'll just keep on showing you a few a minute. Just have a look, and then I'll show you. So going back, look at these. Look at the happy hats on them. What the fuck are they? And look at him. He looks like Jimmy Hill. Look at the chin on him. How come he got a chin like that? Was he a Huguenot? Oh, they've all got their massive happy hats on. So let's have a look at the ruler. The ruler looks a bit oriental. So who took over then, eh? What do we do? Follow the money? I know people want to blame. Those doing the blame game. The blame where everyone blames. It's not them because that's what they want you to blame. It's a magic trick. See, look over here, and we're doing something over here. Okay, and we were all just missing the point. While this, whatever this is that has happened, and now it seems to be too late. That all of the countries, unless there's a couple of billionaires involved in all of this, think, yeah, fuck this for a game of soldiers. I ain't gonna go through all of this. Fuck over humanity with these bunch of fucking gay boys, and they might not do it. You see, there might be someone out there. I feel that God is, great and will help. I can't see him hanging us all out to fucking dry. Can you? What would be the point of it all if that was the case? Anyway, so we got some antiquity here to show you. So yeah, I don't give up faith. It'll all be well. What you get with Levanter is always from an outside perspective looking at cities and always from the same angle. They usually show you damaged trees outside. Some strange star forty business going on there. Looks to be maybe made of wood. And that's Turstock. So that is in Poland. So yeah, this is an absolutely brilliant Levanter atlas. And it sort of shows you some of the mud flood, which I will show you. This is definitely a star fort. Excuse me. Astrakhan was, believe it or not, according to Peter Struve's trip to Tartaria, was the capital of Tartaria. Astrakhan was supposed to be in the capital of Tartaria. And it was in a massive star fort, a bit of a star fort. The rest looks a bit like, an old medieval fort. Slightly oriental looking on the architecture. Not seeing nothing like Baroque or anything. Looks slightly Mediterranean. But definitely a pagoda building. Astrakhan. So yeah, in the Peter Struve's book, it's got like pictures of it, and it is smashed the fuck up. It is smashed up. Right, let me just move on. Samara. And why do you think they got walled enclosures on these? Do you think it's to keep battling tribes at bay, or the neighbors at bay, or to protect you from maybe mud or something else? Animals, large animals. Well, we don't put walls around us in a modern day, but we don't need to, do we, really? They got us all crammed in these cities. Facial recognition everywhere, cameras every fucking hop, skip, and jump. We can't, every single word that you utter is heard by them. Yeah? Or if it's not them, it's that new psycho, fucking the psycho AI. Oh my God, what a fibber is AI. Oh my days. I don't know what to think about that. Just talks bollocks all the time. Ask it anything, and it comes out with a pack of shit. Anyway, let me just show you some star footage and some awesomeness. This is a town in Poland that I showed many moons ago, and it blew people's minds. It was brilliant evidence for mud flood. Kamiński, or Kamiński, or whatever I can fucking pronounce it, but don't hold me to that. So what we're finding here is, see, all around here is all ground level, and then there's great cliffs and a drop, and down in this crater-like thing is a city. Is a city and a star fort. So I think it is the case that they just came in and they just dug the mud out, and then there was the city underneath. Because, it makes no sense. It's, let's just build, a city in a big hole in the ground that we just dug instead of just on the plain above. It makes like no sense to drop a city, cliff height. You can see the height of the houses, cliff height, and then drop your city into it. But they got a boss star fort. Look at their star fort, man. And all of these high embankments of mud. Look. when people are on. No roads going into a city that looks like that. Oh no. Starfort, that is like shit hot concrete play. And then over here we got mud road, mud road, mud road. Everything is covered in mud outside. And then everything's cut away. There's a river that's running through. That's part of the Starfort system. Go straight through there. Everything outside, shit and mud. But the whole thing has still got mud inside. I've noticed in this area here, there's still mud inside. There's a big mountain of it here. Can you see that? So they didn't dig all the mud out. This looks a bit buried. This looks, you know, they just dug out most of the city. And I think they've done this for most. I think they didn't have to do it all, just what they needed. And then, you know, so many cities, Cardiff included where I live, it's just a city, then big hills and mountain. You know, it's just like they just dug it out to the sea, you know? Really mind-blowing. So, yeah, I'll just show you. These maps are fantastic. I'll just show you a nice little Starfort, and I'll show you the point of what I'm going to get to. Okay, so I started decoding Flemish maps. I discovered Antiquity through these Flemish maps live on YouTube, just pondering why so much of this knobbly bits and all of these bits sticking up into the electrostatic charge, what was going on. Penny dropped. Oh shit, yeah. And all of the allegory for the Phoenicians was also locked in the Flemish art and allegory. Then about 6 years ago, or 5 years ago, I get an email. I can only suspect it's from America. Somebody kindly says to me, yeah, you're going to have to stop showing them Flemish maps and them Flemish art. And I'm like, oh yeah, really? Why would that be? And he said, this is why. And then he shows me this. He sends me these links, and I took it as a vague threat. I showed one or two friends, but this was a few years ago now, and I'm still here, but this is mind-blowing. He sends me these links. So there's a guy who's got the very same name as me, Walter Litka, and he's not a million miles away from looking like me either. And he's dead. He's died very unusually on a big famous train crash in New York City, killing 250 people. This is a like sort of, you know, to our distinguished colleague memorial thing. There he is. Guess what he did? He was a curator at the museum in New York, and his speciality was Flemish art and Flemish cartography. And he's got the same name as me, Litka. There's no relation to me, guys. I don't know anything about this man. He dies, curator of the, oh, fucking hell, only the New York Met, one of the most famous in the world. So this guy is big cheese, curator of the Metropolitan Museum. He dies at 69, and it was a horrendous train crash up in New York State, which killed everybody. So did they just kill everybody to get to him? Well, anyway, I think there's something in his face there, something like he's not really happy about what's going on. I may be wrong. So there's a guy, this guy sends me a link. He says, stop showing them fucking Flemish things. There's a guy here that's been killed, and he's a curator, and he specializes in Flemish art. Okay. And he's got your name. So I'm like, all right then. See, Flemish paintings, deeply devoted to his collection. The Met's legendary Rembrandts and Vermeers. I just showed you some. And it's just, what? How can he even have the same interest as me? He had a deep, strong, expressive opinions. Well, these expressive opinions may have got him killed. So he sends me this. So I'm like, oh, is this some sort of threat? Until I saw he sends me the next link, which is this one. Now, I want you to comment what exactly are the chances of another man, Professor Dr. Joachim Litka. He dies unexpectedly, also in a dodgy manner, also around the same time span in 2001. Here's his memorial. He's also got the same name as me. And guess what he does? Yeah, he's a curator in the New York Museum, and he studies, yeah, you guessed it, Flemish art and Flemish photography. So, Dick, I've been studying, one of my favourite things is Flemish art and Flemish photography. I've been showing them for years. It made me more resilient and more like, yeah, what the fuck ever, don't tell me what to do. And then somebody sends me these links for 2 liedtkes, who I know nothing about, obviously, because I'm in Wales land. Walter Litka, killed, outspoken, studies or collects Flemish art. And he dies, when was it? Let me just check on that a sec. 2011. Okay. And this was 2015, this thing. 2011, is it? Okay. Tom Campbell. That's interesting. I wonder if it's the Tom Campbell. Thomas P. Campbell. I'll check on that, actually. And then this jockey here who's also into Flemish art. So I thought that was sinister how, he was Dresden University of Technology into Flemish art. Also dodgily died. So what you make of that? Anyway, not that I let it bother me. It just lets me know that there's clues in Flemish art, Flemish photography. I thought, okay, then I'll dig into that. What do you make of that then? A proper Twilight Zone, Isabel. Ever met Fred Scuttle? No, King. Don't know who that is. Alan, good to see you. So what you find, excuse me. Fake from Rothschild to Rockefeller. Well, that's a good point. They might have done something like that. I got a picture of David Rockefeller later. Just a little giggle of that. Coincidence, Michael. There's no such thing as coincidence, my old China. What's happening? Can't say that. Yagdrasil. Don't worry, the odds are good for you, Martin. I'm eating worry, brother. And use Bob. I'm mentioning it because it is quite mind-blowing. And what's the chances? I'm into Flemish art. They were into Flemish art and they're brown bread. Might be a good idea to change your name. Fuck no. Fuck no. Dallas Fowler. So yeah, YouTube's dodgy, innit, guys? Rainer Lusted. Yeah, it's too weird. Alva Billy. Led this song in German, I think. Lied is song in German. No, Litka means little song. In Germany means little song. That's my name, is a little song, which makes sense because I'm Welsh. Felina, small world after all. Coinky Dink says just JP, lovely. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to have a bit of a, I don't know, what can I call it? We're going to absorb ourselves in the moment to beauty and excellence for a minute. I'm going to mute the microphone. I'm going to give you a bit of audio. We're going to take 5 minutes out. Make sure to share this out, 466 of you. I've got some unbelievable cute stuff. I've got some crazy roller coaster stuff. I've got some images of the week, which are history at a glance, really rare images. I doubt whether you've seen any of these. We're going to go through all of them in a minute after I present this. So I'm going to mute my microphone for a second, and I'm going to make sure to remember to unmute myself. Well, looks no volume of that. Give me a second, guys. Should have been. Just give me a minute. It's never a precise science, any of this caper. Yeah, it didn't give me volume control for actually sharing this video. To share. So, did you hear any volume? There was no audio. Thank you, Alva Billy. Fucking thing. Okay. Okay. Patience is a virtue. Okay, what are you seeing now? Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Okay. Accept. Shit. Fuck. Except I need to mute my microphone. It's going to sound like shit for you guys. I know. Thank you, Scott Spellery. Yeah, it's weird because I've got a volume on as well. So I'm just wondering what's happening. So just be patient. Share this out. It's be worth hanging on for. Okay. Just give me a second there, lovely people. I'm going to share some images for a minute. And I'll get back to that. Is that you, Errol? This is a test. Don't worry. It's a test of broadcast and communications. So I'm going to show some images and we'll get back to that in a minute because it's just been a shit. And I can't be asked. Okay. So this was the first laptop, believe it or not. Cost you £2,000 back in 1982. Yeah, look at the size on the screen. It's funny how quick we came on because 1982 in my mind does not seem a massive long time ago. This is a public announcement. Okay. So this is what people do in the north of England with their life, although most of them are women, and it is go to mill all day and make clothes or whatever you do and eat black pudding. Ecky thump. I don't know too much about northern things, but that's what they do in these massive buildings all over the north of England. A lot of them are gone now. So this is, obviously a God Vader type being, the many-handed version of Krishna, I suspect. So why is it stepping on a baby? It's not very religious, is it? Or maybe it is. Weird. So this is in Australian National University. It's in Melbourne. And look at that. What's the matter with their road outside? Lovely corner building, lovely balustrade, beautiful lion at the top, bit of Phoenicia, but outside has a lot to be desired. 1885. Solitaire is a game for one person, as you know. Any good at solitaire? A bit boring, is it? I don't mind card games, though, if I'm honest with you. Just enjoy a good card game. Spite of Malice, really good game. So here's Zeppelins. Look at that world there, guys. Look at them buildings. And look at that Zeppelin, man. Look at this thing out at the side. I wonder what it is. And out the other side. Maybe you could launch other planes. I've seen that evidence, launching planes from Zeppelins. And that one there, she's a big one, isn't she? Leipzig and Cologne. Oh, it's all Cologne. Still, that'll be all splattered in World War II, except for the cathedral, of course. This is probably just a bit of camera fucker-uppery. I don't know what's exactly happening here, or if it's anything to do with the photograph. But look at this building. Antiquity. I was listening to Led Zeppelin earlier, Errol. Led Zeppelin 2. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I've listened to him for ages. So do you remember when you had to stand up in line in single file without talking? No, fuck no. I can't do that. I got fucking whatever's wrong with me. I can't be doing that. So I would talk. I would fidget. I wouldn't stand in line, and I'd probably waltz off. I would always be grabbed by the ear, the arm, really scruffed, get in line, and spoken to like shit and screamed at and basically tortured to try to get me to do as I was told. But honestly, it just didn't go down well for them guys. Yeah, especially when I got older. So they didn't like whack me in the bum or anything, but what they did do was cane me every day for mitching or not going to school because I didn't want to go through their weirdness and all of their torture programs and the belittlement and everything else that was going on. So if you didn't go to school, they used to cane you with a big stick. So I did bring it up to one of the teachers, you know, this is narcissistic. You shouldn't really be hitting children. And he went fucking nuts and almost killed me. But yeah, so what's she thinking? Maybe she likes it. So here's the old tellies. Remember these guys? So can you remember? I don't know if you had these in America, but I've definitely seen loads of these around. These fish vase things. I think I've even broke one. I've broken most things. And the old television. That's what made me wear glasses, sitting in front, too close to the fucking television, me. But they made a real din as well, the televisions, the old world. Can you remember them vases? No, Paul Martin. I'm not a victim, maybe. I don't give a fuck. It made me the epic person I am today. If none of that shit would have happened, do you think I'd be the person I am today? No. I'd be in a sissy like everyone else. So, remember this game? I doubt that, though. So, I was shit at roller skates, but I didn't have a proper pair. But I did have a pair of these. I think I had them off my sister. And I was shit at them. I haven't got the ankles necessary for skating. But yeah, I had exactly the same as these. Did you have a pair of these? Pickup jacks. Thank you for that, hippie. I was really good at that. I pick up jacks. I never had a chopper. I didn't have a chopper. I had a grifter. I didn't have a chopper. These were the bike of the 1970s. If you had one of these, you were cool because you looked like a Hell's Angel. And they had gears here like in a Lotus Esprit. So you were really smashing it if you had a chopper. I didn't necessarily like them. I didn't think they were a comfortable ride. And these seats just dig in. They're fucking horrible. This... I post this as a humorous thing on my community message a day ago, and somebody's like, I'm confused with number 3 image. This is an ongoing thing on Flat Earth British, and it's the appreciation for what is genuinely a female, and that's Daisy Duke's bum. Yeah, I don't think anybody, male or female, would agree that Daisy Duke hasn't got a nice bottom. Britishers, bring your family to Canada. It's only 15 quid, first class, ocean fare, children under 17 go free. Canada Pacific steamships. So you can send all of your sproggages and your wife and everybody else, and go yourself if you want, off to Canada land to populate it. Apparently. 15 quid. Okay, no. So this is Cardiff, where I live. The high street. God, it's changed so much. You can see Cardiff Castle here. And the statue's gone. It was there when I was a boy. And all of these buildings mostly not really there anymore. There's a pub there called the Bluebell where a gangster was once shot. I'm not sure if it's snowing there. So how it's changed since the 1850s. Now it's fucking craziness. There is a little bit later when the tram's introduced. Same venue, same street. But a lot more of these buildings going up. So we can sort of establish from there to there, which buildings went in at what time, I would say. Some of them are beautiful. So not all from the age of Tartary. Some are from a different period. Some are from the 1500s. They're like wooden affairs. Not too many of them around. Double-tiered wooden affairs, etc. So there's Cardiff in its heyday. I used to get shoes in there. That's Oliver's. I used to get some shoes in there. I used to get they used to sell Clark shoes in there when they were affordable. Try buying Clark shoes in this day and age. If I pee sure, all this is mine. That's what Dog thinks. It's good, isn't it? It's like the Native Americans. It's like, where do you live? It's like all of this. Like, oh, right, cool. Awesome dogs, are. Having fun with absolutely nothing. This was my life when I was a kid, because I grew up in Ely, a council estate of Cardiff, single parent. My mother was a single parent. My father was a captain at sea. We only seen him fucking every tomato season. The rest of the time was skin toe like everybody else. But they were good times because no one had anything to steal. So everyone left their front doors open. And our idea of fun is building a den or a what you call a go-kart, we call in Wales a bogey. And we used to build a den, and we used to have fires in there and stuff. So, just saying. So, who's that then? Does anybody know who that is? Come on. You're bound to know who that is. Okay, and well, I think there's something a bit different about Jane Mansfield. I think she was a great intellectual, actually. I've studied some of the starlets of Hollywood, and some of them, like Betty Davis and a few others, were really smart. And I think she was. Yeah, she was a character actor. She could play fantastic roles, and she was more than just like what they made out a debutante, a pair of tits. You know, she had a lot more going on, I think. But that's just me. Look at these fucking do-gooders. This is what's wrong with the world. Look, bad language is degrading because we in our cult say so. If they said that to me, I'd be like, well, yeah, well, that's just tough fucking shit, mate. Yeah. It's only words. It's about the intent behind it, mate. Yeah. If I hit my thumb and it's like, oh, fuck, what are you going to say? Yeah. Home phone. Yeah. Smell finger, sniff. How was your seminar on erectile dysfunction? It was a total flop. Nobody came. Them bones, dry bones. Look at this, the Clark Mansion in New York City. What I actually mean by that is look at the top of this house. Because it's only the top, isn't it? The rest has got to be underground, guys, because it's just too disproportionate. It's like all roof, isn't it? 2 stories and 3-4 stories of roof stuff and a tower. It's all roof. So I really do think that this is an amazing piece, and most of it would be underground. Unless the architects are just all stupid. So this is in Playtime in Cairo, and that would be brilliant if it go all the way around upside down, like a bucket of water, and you didn't fall out. So again, just making fun out of sweet fuck all. Good times, good times. You're welcome, Isabel, mate. So these are these 1500s houses. Some of these apparently went up. This was in Scotland, in Edinburgh. It's gone now. But this famous house has been demolished. But again, they're supposed to have been built in this style. But look at this, guys, for the late 1800s. Or actually, this one's from the mid 1800s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-story buildings there, and they're 6-story. In what is like supposed to be just outside of Georgian world. Whatever. So there's David Rockefeller feeling good about himself. He's only got $1 billion in the 1800s or 1900, early 1900s, and he's given a shilling to a kid. You are a poor person. Now invest that in Rothschild's trust. Wink, wink. Yes, invest that in crypto. Okay. So here's today's society. It's a train wreck. Or are they actually just digging it out of the mud? Difficult to say. But regardless to say, it is a mess, a bit like society. Nothing tastes good. All the food's gone to poo. It's all been mammalized, Frankensteined. You know, all food's got additives. All foods added to. So yeah, these people, these kids, and these adults here, they are called shellers. They shell endless amounts of oysters, and they're the oysters you see behind them. Oyster shells. They must be able to do something with oyster shells. Maybe you could grind them down and make a concrete or something. It makes no sense to just chuck all them oyster shells out. Is there anything you can do with oyster shells? Shekels. Yeah, in it have been good. Half a shekel for an old ex-leper. Did you say ex-leper? Yes, sir. Cute. Okay. So Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. So I think that's a psyop as well, just to stop you breaking the law in Texas, because basically they're going to machine gun you. Okay. I went to the Huntsville Prison Museum and I seen some of the artifacts belonging to these two. And when I went to Dealey Plaza in Dallas to go and check out the JFK assassination site, one of these people, like as a tour guide, he came up, an old black gentleman. He was cool. He said, and he gave me some big truth drops. He said that she worked for the government, and he showed me the government building she worked in. He also, Barrow, worked for the government as well. They were government employees. And I think for a fact that this is all just narratives and stories. Make a movie out of it, and it scares you from breaking the law. You don't want to break the law. You'll do the machine gun dance. You all seen the machine gun dance? So how are they really getting around? Do you think they were getting around more like that, and they're just keeping it from us? This crazy, is she pedaling, or is it tricycle? I know, but is it electric in some way? Just trundling down the road on your epic thing. So here's one of the first coaches. Apparently, it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? It hasn't even got suspension properly. One horse. And it's going to pill all of these people. So apparently, well, they're making barbed wire, so they're somewhere making steel products. So it's like the 60s. Now we're having a great 60s revival in Britain, guys. Whole families living on 10 bob a week. And here they are. Here's what it was like in the old days. Everyone crammed into one room. They're doing that again. And yeah, it's fucking everyone just crammed in one bed, apparently. And I don't know if that was real, but they didn't have much space. Where did they all sleep? And the little one said, roll over, roll over. And they all rolled over, and the little ones fell out. So this is the Pullman riots, 1901. I know you can see the cavalry there, but there was the Pullman Railway Company had a massive strike. And there was rioters, and they came along, and they torched the entire chain yard. Used the army protecting it. Pullman riots. Pullman had beautiful trains, mind. Oh, my God, the insides and the Pullmans. Woohoo! A moment in time. Caught in Paris. I don't know how early this photograph is, but it is beautiful motion. No, it's like HD. There's just no, it's caught everything. It's just no obscurance. But they are literary fuckers. Look at all the litter. It looks like Notting Hill Carnival, doesn't it? Look at all that bloody litter. So yeah, that street cleaner I was talking to a couple of days ago, that knew about 33 and all of that. He was a street sweeper at Carnival, Notting Hill Carnival. He went there after. I said, what was it like? He said, you won't even believe it. Knee deep in rubbish, full of shit and piss and everything else you can imagine. He said, fucking disgusting. Oh my God, humanity is disgusting, he said. I was like, yeah, man. And that was from a street sweeper. I'm just saying. So this is weird. So that's Brooklyn Bridge, isn't it? Or not the East Bridge. So it's New York. What is a London bus doing there? You had London buses in New York City in the past. Just have them again. They're really good. I like a London bus. You can jump on and off the back. So shit the bed. We had motorbikes like this in World War II, guys. Can you imagine how cool we looked going down the road in World War II, attacking, the Huns on our super duper Flash Gordon motorbikes? Yeah, shit the bed. They did me a favor in Dallas. I love Dallas. It's one of my favorite places. Everywhere is one of my favorite places anyway when I'm there. Hello, little fella. I'm 6'3". You're a giant. I don't think he's 6'3". I wonder what kind of life a little person would have, being like waist height all the time. Do you think they're fulfilled? Do you think they're depressed? Do you think they're crazy? Or do you think they just get on with it? I don't know why I'm pondering what it's like to be a little dwarf, but he's very amused by him. Did you know the best thing about dwarfs? The funniest thing? They can kick themselves in the face. Have you seen it? It's brilliant, isn't it? So look at the mobile homes they had in the past. Look at these look at the house they got. Nice little Tartarian mud flooder, and off they go in their little Tartarian. Beautiful inside, I bet. Oh my god, I bet they got air conditioning, fridge, freezer. He's got a cannon. He's actually got a cannon, but they might be outside a war museum. But anyway, they had luxury camper vans in the 1930s. This is in Galveston in Texas. I've seen this. It is amazing mud flooder, and it never got destroyed by the events of 1906. Check it out, all a beautiful decoration. Little cross up there. I couldn't tell you, but maybe feeling a little bit Knights Templar going on there. But wow, what a building. Yeah, why is so crazy good architecture in Galveston's beyond me. But the place is full of Antiquity. The place is full of amazing Tartaria, guys. Look at these balustrades as well. Pull up nicely on your balloon there, couldn't you? Or your anti-gravity underpants. What would be brilliant, I would love to see, is if they literally got it wrong and the tree just like came this way towards the screen and squished them flat for fucking killing it. It's like on par with murdering animals. I can't stand cruelty to animals, and I can't stand people who chops trees down either. Don't let me catch you tree chopping, because I'll come over and say something to you. Now, another point, is this guy at the front a giant? The reason I'm asking, I realize that there's maybe 10. He's not 10 foot behind, is he? He's what? Maybe 3 foot behind and maybe 6 foot up. But he's a lot smaller than this guy and this guy and these guys. Let's have a look at him. Is it just perspective because he's further away? Or is he just a whopping big bloke compared to him? Because he's twice the size of him. But you may be having big lumberjacks. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I dress in women's clothes. That's what they do. Yeah, there was a rumor about that when we were young, about lumberjacks. Also cowboys. So what do you think cowboys are doing at night? Get away. Fuck yeah. As soon as they've had them beans. No fucking way. Yeah. So what about cowgirls? There ain't no cowgirls, Matt. So it's a bit like Mexico or India. They all clamber on the roof. How many people are in this train? I wonder where it's going. Oh, they had so many people traveling on these, taking them to anomalous places. I wonder if they had gulags then as well. I don't know what you're standing there for. You need to get on with your work, Sonny. Oh, I know. But they don't care. They got no frame of reference. He's happy to work. It's better than school. And he gets 10 bob a week. Oh, the mud flooded past. Look at it. Under the streets. The world that went before us. Big opening door there under the street. And a load of top-hatted people looking at the city that is underneath the city. Because they do that, don't they? And let's dig the mud away from this giant cathedral machine and see what's happening. Oh shit. It gets rather deep, doesn't it? Yeah, it gets really big as well and probably goes deeper again. So look at the size of this to hold this thing. Bigger than a van. Bigger than a van. And what are they doing? They're digging the mud out, you know. They're digging the mud out of this beautiful Antiquitech device. Wow. So many knobbly bits. This is mad, right? This is, again, back to my city of Cardiff. I do talk about it a bit, but it is architecturally rich. And if you come here, you will see it. This is Samara Street with the Cardiff Market, and this is the entrance you see today. It's got a giant phoenix above it. But this was it in the past. So what? They knocked down a classical frontage and replaced it with this big dome? I don't know what's going on. This was there before that, they say. I joined one of these Welsh Facebook groups, like, you know, with local architecture, and it's fucking my head up. I'm like, what? Why would they knock that down? Here's Prague in 1967. Wonderful year, the year I was born. But they had a little uprising and thought, yeah, we're not really feeling you anymore, Russia. You're going to have to go already. And Russia responded with this. See, if you argue with the state, there's a very distinct possibility that they'll send in dozens of tanks to blow you to smithereens. Or not, as the case may be. I think it'd be fucking brilliant. Check this out, guys. Christmas in October. Game Boy, they're like collector's items now. They're like retro, isn't they? Nintendo Game Boy, $89.99. Nintendo Action Set, $99.99. Fucking hell. It was a one of Nintendo. But they were brilliant with the guns, weren't they? Did you used to have fun with them? I had no idea. It looks like a temple. That was where Cardiff Market was. Would you believe it? I don't know what that one's, but Ninja Turtles were only £3.50 for a Donatella. And Transport Chopper, guess what? I had a Transport Chopper. You could pack all your tanks and your soldiers inside. That was only a tenner. I had one of them, Micro Machine Chopper. I didn't have, my son still got a Game Boy. And the Batman cartridges as well. All good cartridges, Bugs Bunny. Still love a Game Boy. They were wicked for killing time. Anybody eaten this? Apparently it was a delicacy in Holland. But so sniffing farts. So ham and bananas. Hollandaise. I'd give it a go. Wrap some bacon around a banana, cover it in cheese and bang it in the oven. It might be really nice. I'm just saying. So do you know poor people in Detroit in the past? This is how they made movies. So you just sit in front of it and the kid will sit in the television. And they say, "You never take me alive, copper." Like James Cagney. It's clever, isn't it? And you don't have to miss out on television. You can make your own plays more exciting. So in 1900, they used to steal bodies out of graves, and then they used to do autopsies on them for students. This is in 1900 in London. And they've got Birkenhead probably. No, they were in Scotland. Or somebody to body snatch. So that these young men can find out what's inside us all. Is this inside us? Bloody hell, it's fascinating. Oh, let's pull this. Oh, look, his finger moved. This is brilliant. 1945, right? Indiana gun safety lessons. Do you know what, guys? That is brilliant. They literally showed them guns and what was safe and how to be safe with guns in school. Wow, your culture is so different to Britain. It's unbelievable. Right, here is Marilyn Monroe. She's about to eat a wiener. And there's Arthur Miller, there, miles away, soon to be divorced, thinking, oh, I wish. She likes a hot dog. God, she looks so normal there. She looks like you'd be queuing down the post office to post off fucking eBay stuff. You know, I love it, pretty, but not that. This is brilliant. If you was to put spliffs in, I think this is what's going on there. I read years ago that if you smoked one cigarette in one puff, that there was enough nicotine in there to make you drop dead. I don't know if that's true. It's 555 watching then. And I went to 6. That was a really good little sacred number going on there. Anyways, talk it up, love. There's no such thing as, you know what I mean. Check the ghetto blasters in the 60s. So your tape-to-tape ghetto blaster. But I tell you what, they were monster amazing sound guys, yeah? They had levels. You could, like, you know, set your levels. And honestly, they were really good. Yeah, you could connect them up to a juicy amplifier. They were the business. So clean. Who agrees? Tape-to-tape. Reel-to-reel was where it was at. And 8-track. 8-track was monster good. This lady, she's supporting the cyclists climbing up the mountain by taking her underwear off. Fantastic. Usually it's topless, but in this case, bottomless. Love your style. Burn your bras, burn your underwear, fuck it all. Woohoo, Armageddon, yo. Who even cares anymore? Here is a computer cafe, 1978 in Japan. So they had it all, didn't they? Orange juice and they have Tetris and other games. Space Invaders hasn't yet been invented. It's all like ping pong, pong then. Fucking hell, that was only in the 70s. How the world has changed. And see these things? All gone. There's a warehouse, a place full of them, and a yard full of them. You can buy them. People have been turning them into little cute libraries. It'd be great if you could open like a ganja cafe in one of these, but I think it'd be a bit too small. That'd be a good idea. Just serve through the hatch, though, couldn't you? Oh, I like that. Fish and chips, Britain's standard meal. We live on this. If it wasn't for fish and chips, I wouldn't be here right now because I would have starved to death. Yeah. And plus, if you live in Britain, you will know that if you buy fish and chips on the way home, you can stick them up your coat, up your jumper, okay, your pullover, and it keeps you nice and warm all the way home. Central heating. So they're food, and they keep you warm in bits of fucking British weather. Perfect. Kids complaining about Spotify. They don't even know what struggle is. What a real struggle. Now, I got this down. So when I did have loads of tape decks, I chewed my best fucking tapes up. This is Led Zeppelin, isn't it? Is it? No, it ain't. So what you do, okay, you get it all out. It's a bit mangled, and you get a pen in there and turn it. But the mangled bit, it'll go through again. It'll all get jammed again. So what you got to do, cut it off there, tiny bit of sellotape, cut off the mangle. You've saved your tape. And you can even take these tapes apart and just part and re-roll them. I'm sure we've all done that. It's a complicated business. Don't drop one. Actual size, a famous Burger King Whopper, right? It was 40 cents. And you get one with a Coca-Cola. That was the actual size. That was the actual size, guys. Or I might have magnified it a bit, but what happened? What happened to the world? This was how we were in the past. Let's go out in my airplane, Daddy. It's like, yeah, sure, son. And then you just go and push a kid off down the street in his pretty little airplane with pretty little Tartary houses and everything smelling of flowers and clean and no vandalism or rubbish or crazy people or thieves or anything or druggies or all of that. Ugh. If you grew up going to school like this, say yep. 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 All the way to school, they used to make you dry your clothes on the radiator and wear tiny little shorts, freeze your fucking ass off in class with a pair of what we used to call Johnny Flapjaps, which were plimp soles that you would do up with an elastic band. Yep. They don't know they're born now, do they? They go in fucking t-shirts now, don't they? And they don't know they're born. So I had one of these in my back garden. It's called an Anderson shelter. And I played in it, and I'd den in there, and I grew up in that little shelter on my back garden in Parker Place where I grew up. And everyone had an Anderson shelter. And I tell you what, I tried to take it down in the 80s with a sledgehammer. I couldn't even fucking dent it. You would have to cut it with oxyacetylene. You'd never take one of them down, I'm telling you now. Amazing, powerful bit of shelterage. So yeah, we all had them in our gardens in Britain. So you had to, in the war, carry these. These are gas masks. And it was mandatory if you could get arrested if you didn't carry your gas mask, even though we never got a gas attack. But they did have to produce, umpteen million gas masks for the population. I have two with me here in this house from the war. My mother's, called a Mickey Mouse, and my grandmother's here. But by about 1940, they laxed it because we hadn't actually, after the Battle of Britain, they said the danger was off for gas attack and everyone didn't have to carry their obligatory gas mask around, gas mask box, actually. So I wonder if Frankenstein was smashing it on the woman front. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe some women like a bolt in the neck. But he has got platforms, so I'm guessing he's a bit shorter. But he's got himself a mermaid, so I'm not jealous or anything. So Elvis, yeah, he said hi to this bird, this girl, this woman, right? And she's passed the fuck out. She's fainted. And he's trying to slap her back around. He's like, wake up. And she's going to come back round and she's going to go, oh, Elvis, and pass back out again. The effect he had on humans, it's just He wasn't human. Elvis was not one of us. So what's that kid's face saying? Is he jealous? Is he complaining? Because that face says to me is he's thinking, yeah, that little fucker's gonna die. So, do you like our new baby, Bobby? He's like, no, fucking don't. Oh, it's gonna be fucking tortured, that one. So it's not all good amongst siblings, as I found out in this life. So getting around Los Angeles by ostrich farmer here. He's got 2 ostriches. They're lovely ostriches. They're pretty too. This is good. Look at this, guys. What would be fun here? What might not be fun, but it would be fun, is if the propeller started up. Oh, come on. It's only a joke. Obviously, I don't want to see aerostess's body parts all over the runway. That would be disgusting. Oh, a lovely bit of halibut in a fish shop in Amsterdam. So, man, imagine buying a fish and chips in a British fish shop and they give you one of them on a paper. Really hard to get out, wouldn't it? Eagle Star. And look at this. This is an old railway station. Look how beautiful it all was. And the tickets, you know, it'd be a joy to buy a ticket and then get on the luxury train. Fucking. That was Blackpool. No, Blackpool. Oh my God, I'm not going to say anything bad about it. Here's down Splot in Cardiff. She's taking the baby out for a bit of air, waiting for Mama. And at the end, we got Geskeen Steelworks, where most of my family worked at one stage or other. They knocked it all down now, but wherever you looked in Cardiff was this massive plant. And it looks pretty bleak, but let me tell you, it was awesome. And compared to today, it was amazing. Because today, don't even want to talk about it. See, all of the weird things are happening in the world. Why the fuck does anybody give a shit about space now with all of this going on? Why do people even talk about space shit? Yeah? Space tads do my fucking head in. Intergalactic space tads make me mental. I don't even know why I got. Why they even here? And these, look what they did. Yeah? I know they got to have a pineapple at their bottom in hell, but look. Michael, Neil, and Buzz. Buzz is still around, man. And so's Michael Collins as well. Having a ticker tape parade for being first men on the moon. So even the celebrations and the integral history is based on big fib. Like everything's based on a big fib. This is more like it. What they had in Coney Island, Filipino baby zoo. So human exhibits is what they did. Now, these women, they're undressing under there. But this boy here, he's looking because he's thinking, yeah, well, they're still naked under there. I've got my imagination, you know. And she's like, they're weird. In the old days, we used to have to just put a towel around us and hope for the best, didn't we? There's actually a technique to it. That'd be interesting, that picture. Just turn your head on the side. Turn your head on the side. And it's like a big diamond. It's trippy, though, isn't it? If you put your head on the side. It's like a temple thing up by there, no? On the Giza Plateau. I wonder what that is. 1935. And here is Penn Street Station, all gone, all knocked down. Why would they do that to Penn Street? It's one of the best stations in the world. And it looked like that underneath. I think it's obviously repurposed from older world, but knocking it down and putting that Madison Square fucking Gardens thing up. Oh my God, what was he thinking? So Jimi Hendrix is not looking so love and peace right there, is he? Not with his 6-shooter. It's got all like blunts all in it instead of bullets. That one, max respect for that, Jimmy. So yeah, I once psychically talked to the spirit of Jimmy. I think he digs me. Oh. This is Elvis Presley. I'm not sure which film. I think it was Blue Hawaii or one of them. Viva Las Vegas with Margaret. Let's have a look. So she said good things about his love-making abilities, apparently. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Elvis has been about. So it's good news for Elvis. You can smash him. So were you told, if you sat in front of the television when you were a kid, you would ruin your eyes? Because I did. I got told. Oh, these things. See, this not that we did that, because it would have been a criminal activity. But let me tell you something. Most British people knew how to hack these fucking things, pick them locks and get the 50p's out. Fucking pay as you fucking view. Most people in Britain did that. I'm not saying everybody did it. I wouldn't have done it. It's really wrong, isn't it? So yeah, I would live inside of the television and I would merge with the television. I would be inside the television. But now I got exceptionally bad eyesight, and they said it was because sitting too close to the television, which I think it was. God, I lived in the telly. There's them bogies I mentioned earlier, guys. Yeah, did you have one? What you call them? Go-karts, box carts. But yeah, they were good times. Fucking dangerous going downhill though. We got lots of hills here. I'm in the and almost in the valleys here. Ely Valley. Can you remember how we thought we were king of the fucking castle, didn't we? When these come around, walking around our kitchens without a wire. Oh, look at me. I'm talking to my mother without a wire. Oh yeah, £219. Yeah, the first cordless extension phone. Worked on an aerial. Walked too far away though, and it cut the fuck out. You remember? So hang on, I gotta go back. Good times, good times. Oh yeah, we thought as soon as them VHS videos came out as well. Oh god, we thought we were the king of the fucking castle, didn't we? Yes. So talking to Coney Island, this was one of the biggest roller coasters in the world at the time, and it was in Coney Island, Luna Park. I had a shock when I first seen this video. You think right, roller coasters of today are dangerous? Have a look at what these people are doing. Right, it is just like At first, I watched. I was like, oh my god, it doesn't seem that bad. But they got the just watch and learn. I like roller coasters. I like it when they come apart, like Final Destination 12. Or Ghostbusters 16, which is out now. They had Marshmallow Man. Now they're going to have man made out of potato chips. There they are, almost dead. They don't know it yet, though. So they've been doing this shit a long while, haven't they? Just chucking people around at this speeds. It's craziness, isn't it? So yeah, that's 100 years ago they're doing that shit. I wonder what speed they're doing. I don't know. Food for thought. Anyway, let's move on. I'm going to show you some more footage and some more things for your edification. And this is a really good one. And don't cry. No crying is allowed. Okay, this is a beautiful moment. I know it's in Spanish, but see this little baby deer? It fell in the pool. Okay, you ready for this? This is a like cuteness level 1000. Okay. Oh. Okay. I've got a feeling he's going to be back. Hey, Jewish Samaritan. Hiya, TW. Oh, there he goes. 2 hours later. Can I come in? I'm hungry. Look at that little face. Oh my God, what would you do? Move him in. Here he comes. Woohoo. Ah. And then you can give him some milk. And he's like a little dog. And they're cute. And they're soft. Look at that. Look how soft it is. Thorn. 8 hours later. And he's licking. They lick like dogs, man. Okay. So he's moved in. He's done the stairs. He's moved in. He's one of the fam. They got a little baby deer. I wonder how his family are. 15 days later. Are you missing somebody? The whole herd turns up wondering where their little guy is. Oh, I watched that the other day. I was like, oh my God, that is so beautiful, man. Man, oh man, oh man. I can't play the music because I get like copyrighted, but it's basically he's playing Michael Jackson, even though he's got an AC/DC t-shirt on. Maybe he's on about his sexuality. I don't know. But look, so that is what Beat It or Eat It by Michael Jackson looks like. It's seeing sound. Eat it, eat it. So that's what it looks like. So you can see sound, and I think that's why there's a water dome above us being held in place by an acoustic frequency, because water can be held in stasis or shaped by sound. And there's your proof. See, I literally did the music, so we didn't have to get done or anything. Or me, I mean. So, stop sharing. We're coming back and give you a few shouts. 500 of you here on a Wednesday night. I know I'm back for Flatter Day. Okay, I've got Flatter Day stuff prepared and a bit more prepared. Besides, we're going to have a fun time, but I can definitely get this video up. What I'm going to try and show you now, which I had a bit of issues with, but it'll be okay. Trust me, I'm a Martin. I know what I'm doing. I heard that. So if you just give me a second. Make sure to share this out and do all the obligatory flat earth things if you would, and I would be very grateful. And like I said, I'll be back. Keep it positive above all, because, you know, I'll keep repeating myself, but we're only passing through and there's no need to sweat it really, because all's good, all's groovy. I know the world's falling to pieces and all that, but don't focus on it. Just like, let's do us, isn't it? So we got Neil C's in the house. This is a midweek treat. That was my intent. So Neil, so I'm achieving something. And Melissa's in the house. Always stay positive. Yeah, because it's the easiest way to navigate the realm. If you're all like grumpy guts and all of that, and oh, woe is me. I got loads of reasons to do that, but I just don't, just because I'm all right. I'm all right. Pavlov's sheep. Expensive to keep. They are a little dear. Very, very funny. So I'm nearly there. I'm going to show you this video now. I'll have no problems with presenting this. I made you a beautiful little video to keep you all interested for the rest of this. Got a couple more things to show. I've been talking for about 7 hours. Coming up to 2 hours. Glory be. Loads more to come. Don't go away. 500 of you. Make sure to share this out. Get a load of mass of people. Come over and see what's going on. I'm literally uploading this video to my images so I can like literally present it to you as you do. Okay, we're there. Okay. Art. Art be thy name. So hopefully this will be absolutely awesome. So I'm going to share screen with y'all. And I'm going to be muting my microphone. I must remember to unmute my microphone as well. Enjoy. Fuck me. It's not sharing the volume again. Sorry to swear so loudly. Fuck me. It says sharing volume and it's not. You didn't hear nothing then, did you guys? That was all quiet, wasn't it? Fucking hell. What effort. Okay. Try again. There's something going on here. Something weird. It's probably just me though, so I won't worry about it. To share audio, share a tab on screen instead. It's just fucking stupid the way they set this up. Okay. Okay. We are there. Wankers. Google. Thing in my life. Okay. Fuck. Okay. 483 of you still here. Oh my god, I should have muted my mic though. I bet that was noisy. But I hope you enjoyed. That's just me to prove the point that there is beautiful things in the world. Obviously, all of that is just like supplying beauty, the best artwork, and I just don't know how. For some of them paintings, they just had such a lifelike quality to them. The eyes, the glaze, the water in the film in the eyes. It's just, to me, it's just mind blowing how humans can capture that in micron film, thin amounts, apparently, of oil. It's just like, how? It's just the most mind blowing thing. And again, like a technology we don't understand, they can't replicate things like the Renaissance artworks and these schools like the Flemish art and the Flemish and Floridian art and all of the Italian houses. They can't copy any of this in modern day. I've got some examples of some really good contemporary art that I'd be looking at. Some lady from America, absolutely brilliant, but it's just got nothing on that. And today they got all like digital technologies and techniques and shit. Maybe that's what they had going on in the past, eh? But mind-blowing beauty. So yeah, what we talked about in this post. Okay, you're from Antwerp, Eddie. I've been to Antwerp many times, down on the Skipper Strat. Can't tell you what I got up to down there, not on air anyway. Dallas. But I love your city. I've had loads of good times in Antwerp, loads, mate. I was docked there all the time. Alan, good to see you. So I hope you're all happy people. Keep your vibrations up. I know it's all nuts. I know I can see exactly what's going on. The way I think about things is, where attention goes, energy flows. It's no point thinking about negative stuff until it turns up. And let's be honest, yeah, it ain't. Because this stuff just keeps on happening. I remember, 4 years ago, I was expecting fucking all sorts to happen outside and nothing actually did. And it's the same now, isn't it? So, it's best to just, do you. I'm just saying from my perspective, I only think about things that can help the greater good. I know it seems like an uphill battle, but it's not, because it's not. Hearts and minds ain't. All you got to do is find that vibration. People look at you, they think, what is different about that person? I want to be more like that person than that dead-eyed fucker over there. And then just be magical, lead by example, and the rest of the world will see. I think that this is going to spin in a way that none of us actually expected. And what's happening at the moment is no surprise to me, guys. It ain't. I've been talking about it for fucking years. All of the truth has been talking about a dystopia like you fucking can't even imagine coming down the road. And now the shit hit the fan way back. We're already there. And it's just like, whoa. It's not even a shock to the system. Not for me. I was born for it. Literally was born to be this. This was my reason for being here in the movement. So what are you saying, Bob? Love you, brother. Everything is going to be just fine. It's the last words in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And of course it is, because it is only what you think it is. Guys, all is mind in this place. And if you think about gnarly stuff and negative stuff, and you'll create these things further down the road. Now, if you just hold back and don't even sort of create, like a positive model in your mind, if you like, just exist, just go and just know, just passing through, just know that all will be well. Yeah. Instead of I've learned, you know, in my time here, not to overthink it, you know, like trying too hard, that mess it up. And trying to, you know, positively think about saving them on. Or like, no, I don't even want to fucking do that anymore because they're just so obnoxious that just makes me want to vomit. All of it. The whole of the structure of society here today is the most uncaring, horrible, fucking spiteful people that you could possibly imagine. I can't even be near it. I can't. Thankfully, you know, there's a truth community, and I meet loads of you guys, and you're just like me. So, you know, there's loads of people out there who are still fucking normal. Okay. But the rest are just like gone with the fairies. So spooky, is horrible. Don't even like it. So what's that there, truth seeker manny match? Yeah, tell them, man. I am telling them. This is what I'm doing, yeah. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, yeah. Matt, you are inspiration. Oh, Angelo, brother, listen. We all know the answers. You don't need me just to clarify for you. It's just me. I'm just going to say what we're all thinking, and you know, without actually saying it. I don't even need to. You all know where I'm coming from, guys, don't you? And you all know what I'm trying to do. Yeah, and I'm trying to keep this like I did in the years gone by with all that weirdness, keep the vibration up, because I know the other way is not good for any of us. You know, I learned a narrative about a guy who survived in a concentration camp. And what he did is he noticed that the people who kept their vibration okay and the people that got on with it, yeah, they survived. But the people who were victimizing themselves is, I'll never survive. I ain't got this. I haven't got that. I haven't got this. They fucking died. It's this scarcity, and we give to ourselves the scarcity model of not having enough. And then, you know, well, I need this amount. I need to, but then you put it into terms of, you know, like, something that this whatever it is doesn't understand. It understands emotions, it understands feelings, the electromagnetic responses to our thoughts. You know, I have buzzes off of just thoughts, guys. I can literally buzz my body off from just a thought that I produce myself, not from the outside external world. I'll think of something groovy, something loving, something cool, like that deer, and I'll get a beautiful buzz on. I do that for myself. And this is what we all should be doing. Is we should be giving ourselves the best feelings, you know, feelings of trust. You know, we got a long way to go if we got all of that, you know, to deal with. But, you know, at least we got compassion. At least we care. And we don't have to be like them, do we? Because I'm not. I don't give a fuck. My dreams been through the roof. I've been having some really groovy dreams, King, lately. All my dreams have been really crazy. I've had some that make no sense whatsoever. But some with definite signs. The eye of the storm, I think, is passing over again to you. It's always going to happen. Thought organism. Well, yeah, it's just creating thought forms. You know, you know, they're just not confined to your brain. I'm afraid. You know, they're literally just molding out there. You know, in the whatever this is, whatever you want to call it. People call it holography, simulation. It's a realm, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know. You just have words for whatever this experience is. But one thing I do know, that all is mind. How can it not be? And where is the thoughts? Are they constructed in your mind, or is it all out there in the ether? Yeah. And all of the brain actually does is body stuff. Don't even know. The present is called the present for a reason. It's a gift. Now, we're all guilty. I am of being a little bit ungrateful and wanting more out of life. But when I've got to an age now where I'm super grateful for just being here, because I managed to make it this far. And believe you me, I've gone against the odds, guys. I really fucking have gone against the odds, and it, you know, is a miracle. So I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful that I can do truth in, get my point across. Hopefully you listen to my heart and what I got to say, and what perspective I'm coming from, and hopefully it makes a difference. Okay, but you definitely got to keep that vibration up. Do not, I wouldn't if I were you. Okay, buy into fear, because the internet at the moment is, oh, let's be scared. And every time I hear one of these videos, I think to myself the same every time. What a fucking pussy! Yeah, grow a fucking pair, sissy. That's what I think, because that's what it is, guys. You know. There's no such thing as death. None of it is real. What the fuck is everyone so worried about? You know, you can really enjoy this life. Even the way it is now, you still can. We're enjoying ourselves now, aren't we? And we're just looking at beautiful things, having a giggle. That's my point exactly, guys. What's that going on? What's that? Steve Richards, live for the now. We are so lucky to be awake at this time. We are so lucky. He's in love with Sarah Cox. He is our Steve. He's all in love. And we're happy that he's in love. And I hope that they're going to be very happy. I mean that. It's going to be good. Vibes, thank you, sweetness. My friend, my dear friend Nora, there she is there. Isabel, Ben, and Otter Chris, good to see you, Tofa. Yep, death is a close cousin, not to be feared. Well, all of us are going to have to face it. It depends on whether, you know, I've seen like people dying really badly, but I've seen people dying well as well, you know, and it's down to you, you know. Again, it's what you think it is. That's what it is, this place, guys. It's what you fucking think it is. Me, I just go, so I'm like, well, everything's epic. I know it may seem like cliche, childish even. And, oh, yeah, you're not in the real world, man. The world sucks. I don't see it like that. I'm very sorry. I've had it all come at me. And do you know what, guys? I always knew deep down, right, that I was going to be okay. I had a voice inside, an inner voice that says, everything's cool, man. Don't even worry about it. You're better. You don't need to worry, okay? And I've had that my whole life. So I never even fucking worried about it. All of the things I've done, I did not worry about it. All the dangerous fucking shit that I've done, which is a lot, believe you me. I think, therefore, I am. You can see what they've done. Hiya, Ed. What's happening? You can see what they've done with consciousness, you know, if they just weaken the mind and then they just basically come in with their narrative and fear of 100,000 things going to fucking kill you. Like that's, you know, and then there's the death narrative to end, you know, the cherry on the top, which is fake anyway. So what the fuck's the point? We should be having a really good time and enjoying ourselves. I'm feeling good, feeling happy. And why not? I'm selfish enough to want to be happy. And fuck it. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because I tell you what, another 10 years on YouTube. I was thinking about it this morning when I was thinking, oh, I think I'll do a recap show coming up to Christmas or what I've done over the years, because I've done so much, you wouldn't even believe it, guys. And I thought, shit, another 10 years of YouTube. YouTube wouldn't even be here, will it? It's so controlled now. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck me, I'd be like almost 70 then, doing fucking YouTube. You know, we can't see that. So I have to make the most of it while I can. Because YouTube, I don't think it's a long-lived thing. You can see the way it's going. So for that reason, I can really enjoy the moments that I have here on Flat Earth British and make the most of it. That's what I'm going to do. In it. Because nothing lasts forever. What's that? You know, nearly a decade. Well, it will be after. It will be after Christmas, be a guy. 10 years then. For a lot of the flat earthers, the old school. Bob? No, I don't do TikTok, bro. I don't like the owners, man. It does your head in. I don't do anything like YouTube shorts or anything that is designed for mind control. So short energy span. Boom, 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 boom. And I noticed, like, even with that YouTube shorts, it's fucking sinister. It's fucking tainted. I can't even look at it. That's just me, though. I'm not going to shift. I'm not going to, you know, I'm happy on YouTube. I got other channels, and I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the world's changing too quick. And just another 10 years, I just don't know. I'm just saying. David Robinson. Good to see you. And Melissa. But having said that, look at Max Egan. He's 66 last year. And he's still smashing it and fucking around the world and stuff, isn't he? So there is that. Fit as fuck though, Max. For a man of his years. Fucking catch up with him. Biscuit barrel, but he's a giant. He's a fucking giant. House home. The secret of having it all is knowing that you do. Thank you for that. Listen to that. You've got all you want. You're alive. If you're not in screaming fucking pain, you fucking nailed it. Your family are all safe and sound. You've nailed it. Okay? And I know people have got all sorts of troubles, but I tell you what, you got to go through the rough to get to the smooth. I can guarantee you that's the case. It might seem, if you have got bad things happening, just, I know it sounds hard, but you've got to go with it. because on the other side of that, there's something waiting for you, something good. Yeah, you can't go against the unwanted, guys. You've got to welcome it, otherwise you're not going to get what you want. That's the truth. As hard as it is for us, but we got to do it. Thank you, Hippie Shake, for putting my donations link up. She's very kind and lovely. Our Hippie Shake in Tenby, in lovely Wales land. Over Billy. He made up my mind what was left of it to enjoy the ride. Same here, brother. Same here. I'm not going to buy into all of these fucking things that everyone wants everybody, and everyone's jumping on bandwagons. Everyone fucks off on a fucking witch burning and fucking the drop of an hat. I don't do that. If there's a load of people going that way, I ain't even going that way. I'm going that way. I don't go and do it, guys. I just can't do it. It's just me. Lady Lux. Ariane, good to see you. Steve Richards is giving you love bombs, guys. He's love bombing you. And you know if it comes from Steve Richards, it's real, which is good. Ben Jones. David McHugh, good to see you. Listen to Bob Marley, can't fault you, my brother. Loves a bit of Bob Marley myself. What's your favourite album? Alan. Artemis Art, nothing or nobody can replace me. Too uniquely crazy. Yeah, I don't think they'd be able to clone you, Artemis. It's just a lot of us here are going to be hard to clone or replace. But I'm not even worried, really, about all that. I'm just bringing up the point that Tartaria did get taken out of civilization. And, there's just no trace of it, except for the little bits that we get, leaked apparent CIA documents, like they wanted everybody to fucking know. Because there's no way that, that was kosher. And they've done it before because all ancient civilizations have vanished off the face of the earth. What happened to the Khmer Rouge? What happened to the Inca? What happened to all of these civilizations? They're all gone. Gone. Damn straight, brother. Thank you, Scott, for the support. I hope I did some good here today. And it was fun to crank up on a Wednesday night for a change. I'm almost 2.5 hours in. No, 7. It was like 2 hours plus in. That's brilliant. So thanks, Errol. Hope all is lovely in California. Do love California. Watch the Hills of Ice. Yes, they was in New Mexico. Apparently they had nuclear tests there, and there's all these nuclear villages, where they had people set up for bombing them. I would have loved to have gone to one of them in New Mexico for a YouTube video. Fucking hell. Radiated village. Oh, it would have been epic. But it was near a crater thing. No, that was in Arizona. Don't worry. We're having some fun. Okay, lovely people. I'm going to dive off. I'm going to make myself a nice cup of tea. Got some Welsh tea. Jolly man, you are a good man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all being here. Make sure to thumbs this up and all them good YouTube things that they do. And I will be back Saturday. I've got a Saturday lined up for you. And this is just my treat for you. Showing you how weird the world is. Showing you how trippy YouTube can be, especially with all these people sounding like me who are also into Flemish art. Look into some Flemish art maps, guys. They're absolutely awesome. I'll link some up after the after the post. Thank you, Errol. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Fanny Blue. I almost said Fanny, didn't I? Ever dreamed I kicked T Swift's butt? She's stealing a baby. T Swift. See. People saying she's a vampire, Taylor Swift. I don't know. I reckon Taylor Swift, I think she'd be fucking all over me from that. I definitely think Taylor Swift would like me, but I'd be like, fuck off, Taylor. Go away. Do you think she's a vampire? She's not very talented, is she? She can't sing for shit or play guitar or anything, really, can she? Name me one Taylor Swift song. Yeah, I know. I could name you 100 Bob Marley songs, but can't name one Taylor Swift song. Yeah, whoever bloodline she's with, fucking hell. Push her out on stage, give her a mega fucking tour. Pay her oogles of money. All these weird psyops connected with her. Giving money to cities. All of this hearts and minds and fucking marketing plays. So they can get more money out of everyone. So Mildred Davis, she's a vamp. Oh, you think she's a vamp. There's something weird going on with her anyway. I turned my back on her. See, I thought my chances were good with Madonna until she went like all weird and plasticky. She's a witch. Yeah, I'd say she is a witch. She's a dark witch, though, one of those orgy witches. We only like the good witches in our movement, don't we? Good. Taylor who? Don't worry, Cheech. Don't worry. Swift is not a very Illuminati name, though. I was trying to work it out. Like, I wonder who she's actually related to. Not that I give a shit. Katy Perry was a Rothschild. Maybe they're all in the same club. Not that I give a shit about these people anyway, because they're not real, are they? Who gives a fuck? And who gives them money anyway? Fucking hell. I'm asking for it, isn't they? I heard a woman actually from Liverpool, and she tweeted that she'd been suffering with memory loss since she went to a Taylor Swift concert, and then other people commented underneath and said they'd suffer with a loss. So whatever's going on in that concert is some weird sort of mind control. They're all dancing like fucking like this in the fucking Taylor Swift concert, all doing the same stupid fucking dance. And it's that dance the nurses did. It's just like some sort of weird ritual thing. And then they had mind control something on them screens, fucking probably splattered with subliminals. Yeah, there's probably dicks and everything they don't even know, right? And then they're off, memory loss, can't remember the concert, can't remember going there. It's like fucking scopolamine. Maybe they were spraying them with scopolamine, the whole fucking crowd. But yeah, I've seen, there might be some truth in that, you know. Something weird goes on in some concerts. I've gone to concerts and I've just come out and thought, well, that was weird. It feels really weird and trippy now. You know, so I think they do some sort of shit in some concerts. So that's just my opinion. But definitely witchcraft afoot, I would say. Definitely with the Swifties. Fucking hell. So soul, sucking souls like the gelflings in the Dark Crystal. See, I got gelflings. You're on about the gelflings were the cute ones with the little ears. Gelfling creatures. You're on about the I have to watch Dark Crystal again. It's such a good film anyway. Beetlejuice. Oh yeah, I haven't seen a new Beetlejuice yet. I wonder if it's any good. Ben? It's a bit like life, isn't it, Beetlejuice? It's like you don't get a handbook for the dead, do you? And this is like they didn't give us a handbook and instruction guides of how to get through reality, except for like a weird book about torture and other stuff. Other weird books about torture and other stuff. Apparently rule your life. And strange, really weird space religion and science religion. No proof for anything. Evolution and gravity and all. Everything's fake. But considering like that sort of goes extra specially positive sort of proofage of this place being some sort of holography, because you can't get the space because it's not there. Yeah. So there's that. And the power of us. There's more going on with us. We're psychic as fuck, guys. I am. So Gig, good to see you. Do not go in the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. I'm going to listen. I want to read this one. The Willy Wonka chocolate factory with a volcano. Get the munchies. Yeah, that's pedo as fuck though, isn't it? That fucking Willy Wonka thing. All of that Disney shit is. Fuck off with it all. Yeah, Walt Disney. There you are. You know, my bruv. Good to see you, my mate. Loved you all for there. Hollandsky and Catherine Muscati. Colts check. Nicholas Reynolds. It's the Vandals erasing history. Their capital city is in the south of England. Nah, we can't do that. It's not though. It's not though. It's not. It's not. I know exactly where the source is. You got to follow the money, bro. It ain't them. I know what's going on, but ultimately, I don't know who's doing this weirdness, and I don't know. Outside, Phoenicians, they're coming back. Won't that be a shock for everyone? They're here. They're back. Because it ain't here now, but they are coming back. Because look at watching the fucking weird Last Supper with all the Bacchusites in the Paris Olympic ceremony. That was like so Phoenician, it's unbelievable. I'm like, fucking hell, it's like they're just saying. That's what my mind thought. But I think all sorts of stuff. My consciousness hasn't the patience. Well, I know what you mean. I know. I've been good with patience, over the years. I'm trying my best to be patient. It is a very frustrating game, truthing, I gotta be honest, especially when you want like the whole world to just snap out of it. It's like, wake up, fuckers! Fucking hell, we're in trouble, yeah, sort it out. But no, because they're all like that. So it's frustrating, painful even to the soul. But what can we do? Smoking cheese. Where do the Vandals not so bad? The Vandals, I don't know if that ancient sort of Indian cult are really, to do with it. Could be the Sabbateans. They could be still existing, all we know. Probably are. Martin, we were raised for this battle. Yeah, we were. This is what I think as well. That's why I was born. Otherwise, why am I here in the first place? Why people even fucking watch me? We were raised for this battle against them and the mind. Because we're being minded. I like that. Bro, I like that. I like that. The mind. This is what's going on. We can fight it with our minds. But we got to stay positive. We can. I can see a fucking good outcome. Everything that I've ever seen, I think that'll happen. Free everything. Free food. Free weed. Clean this place up. So desperately needs it. They're comfy or angry or distracted or addicted. Yeah, addiction sucks. It's a horrible way to live your life. Fucking wanting drugs all the time. Been there. We live in the Matrix. Oh, excuse me. Got the t-shirt for most things in this life, but I've been around a long time. What's that, Eddie, bro? And we live in the Matrix. Can you elaborate, Martin? Well, the Matrix, I don't want to use the analogy for the movie, but you could call it the collective. The construct is a more accurate word. But the way this paradigm has been set up with fake, the death narrative, driving us forward to the grave, getting sold a half-life. We all die at 70 when we're supposed to double that. The diet, we didn't really need all our food in the first place. The water, where do I even stop? The electromagnetic weirdness that interferes with our psychopathy. They can induce moods, induce dreams, induce zaps, which will fuck you. I know friends that have had it done, guys. Electromagnetic blasting from them. They got all that and more. Who even knows how deep this AI weirdness since January or this year has gotten in with us? We don't even know. Yeah, it's a fucking psycho, is all I know. And it's integrated with whatever this is that's happened. It's worldwide takeover. I'm now worrying. Fucking AI. It's been there all along, man. They just rolled it out for us. It's been there all along. Anyway, looking into urine therapy, very interesting. Yeah, not for me. Not for me. If I was like, I had a mate that did it once and he said it cured a problem downstairs, but I'd have to be really, really fucking ill to, drink my piss. Fuck that. Yeah. So yeah, it made me feel a bit sick then. So how am I supposed to deal? It is like repulsive. No, don't you think? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. don't eat your poo. Don't drink your pee. Do mushrooms see the gods? Well, I think it's a portal to that realm, and I think they could save the world. Tony. We must free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion for all. Oh, this is good. All living creatures and the whole of creation. Thank you for that, Tony. Fuck yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. We're gonna dance. Yeah, fucking dance for you, Kathleen. Fucking, oh man, cut a rug, me and you, babe. I'm a good little dancer. Me and you would be like John Travolta and fucking Uma Thurman on Pulp Fiction. Would be like that. Yeah. That good. Would be that good. See, I got rhythm. I got rhythm. Animita mascara. Indeed, indeed. Rasta Bear. Brilliant anti-inflammatory if you've got any muscular problems or fascia problems, I must admit. Create your own parallel with the universe that you want to live in. That has nothing to do with this one, so you have some time, somewhere to go. I have that construct in my dream thing going on, and it's a place to go. But I get answers there. It's always like answers. I get answers. I get messages. I'm sure something else is fucking external is doing this. It's really weird. It's been happening for years. So the fuck, where'd that come from? But you know, or maybe I'm just smart. I don't know, or just something else coming in. Akashic record. So I don't know. Mildred, might be just me. Who could ask for anything more? Who could ask for anything more? That is a song, isn't it? Hold me down. Oh. Stay with me. They were good, the Thompson twins, wasn't they? They were really good. They were. I was listening to a Flock of Seagulls the other day. Don't laugh. They were really fucking good. Flock of Seagulls was awesome. QAce, good to see you. Love and gratitude. Thank you for watching my platform. Thank you for the new subscribers that turned up. I'm guessing most of them was from Rise Above and over Jason's channel. So love to you all and the errands, the visit and everything. So I'm grateful for that. And everybody, really. No matter where you're from with me. We're all good people in this shitstorm together. Doing epic things. One gift left because she wanted a man who didn't have addictions. That meant giving up alcohol, tobacco, and weed. Fucking hell. Well, alcohol, yeah, but fucking hell. I'd rather be on my own. On my own happy little world. So sorry, not AI-backed electronic harassment. You know, shit, it is. It's horrible. Anyway, let's focus on anything. Like I said, where energy goes. Focus on you, funky beings. How lucky I am to have you here. 500 and odd of you have been in here tonight on a Wednesday, so that's awesome. I'm going to go and do stuff, and I'll be back on the weekend for Flat Day. I have much to present, and it will be fantastic. So make sure to come over on Flat Day for that do. Okay? That's me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Once again, thank you. Okay, I'll see you later, guys. Stay epic. And I hope I help. I hope I helped. The combination of all of these years of knowledge, may as well utilize it in a good way, and experience. I've got a lot of that. Anyway, see you all soon. Try Lava Billy, try Cheech, try Mel, try Rasta, try House, try Juicy Lucy, Juicy and Lucy, try Body, Cody, good to see you. And you, Guy, thanks for being here as well. And Trish is in the house. Timothy of the Night. Oh, thanks, mate. Bye. Nostalgic or that's good night in Welsh. Peace and harmony, Cheech. Thank you for that. There, I thought we all feel better now. Oh, nice, yummy, tickly flavour in the belly. And enjoy. Love you too, Joy. Marticus. Who's Marticus today? All right. Bye till Flat Day, guys. See you soon. Stay epic. That's me going. Nice cup of tea. Experience is the best teacher. Thanks, Bob. That's my last comment today. No stand, Missy. Almost. Woohoo.